come link with your boy, come link. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's link. We can watch a flick if your boy come link. We can joyride and explore link. Baby, come link with your boy, come link. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's link. We can watch a flick if your boy come link. We can joyride and explore.
You're now tuned into Linked Up with Lux.
Yo, it's your boy Lux. Today's episode is called Guess I'm Dating Your Mother Now. Crazy. All right, let's dive into this one. So I just find it funny how a lot of the times when women get into relationships, and I guess, it can be, both-sided thing, from a woman's perspective with her dude who is literally doing the opposite of what I'm going to talk about, because I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be gender specific, but it's just crazy how people allow other people's opinions to literally ruin their relationship. They allow outside opinions to literally, tear down their relationship as if, they are involved. Now I get it. People go out and they vent, to the outside and, they want an opinion on something or they just need somebody to talk to, but that's very dangerous. And, they'll go to their mother and they'll be like, hey, Mom, this guy is just, I really love him, but it's just not working out. I just feel like he's not really just listening. He's not giving me what I'm expecting and things like that. So then that gives the mom the green light to go ahead and voice her own opinion about, her daughter's partner. Whole time she doesn't know the whole backstory. And, mama gonna ride or die. Mama gonna sit there and, believe her daughter. Mama gonna literally go ahead and paint her own narrative about the relationship, even though she doesn't know the full story about it. Crazy. Guess I'm dating your mother now, right? And I say that that's a problem because, when other people, it doesn't have to be the mama. It can be the cousin. It can be the auntie. It can be the daddy. It can be the grandma. It can be whoever, the cousin. I think I said that already, but it doesn't matter who it is. It's just the simple fact that when people voice their opinions about situations that they know literally nothing about, that allows you to be misconstrued in your brain, that just gives you that non-clear, transparent thought process that you would have had if you weren't tainted, if you weren't, already kind of, misled and misguided because you got all these outside opinions. Girl, you shouldn't do this. Girl, if I was you. Girl, if this, girl that. Do. Oh. But let me guess though. You told your mom or whoever all of the things that upset you, right? But did you really dive into the whole story? Did you tell your mom that, yeah, he might have reacted like that and been a little upset and said this and that? But did you tell her or them why it got to that point? Did you tell them what you did? Did you tell them what he found out, your partner found out, that made him move the way he did? Or why the dynamic is the way that it is? Did you tell them that your partner went through your phone and saw you were texting 10 other dudes and you were still talking to your exes? Did you tell them that? Or did you just kind of ignore that part and just kind of focused on him? Because that doesn't matter. You're just telling them, the things that upset you because you feel like your actions, there were nothing wrong with that, right? You're not telling the whole story. So now again, you're partially telling a story here. So you give an unfair advantage to people that are voicing these opinions because they're only seeing things from one side. It's never, hey, let's just sit down. Here's the boyfriend, here's the girlfriend. It's never, hey, let's just try to dive into this and dissect it as a whole, because with men, we don't go out and tell all our business about, how we fell out with our girlfriend. We keep it real dry, straight to the point. We'll just be like, look, she just was bugging. You know what I'm saying? She ain't aligned with my expectations. Boom. Leave it at that. We're not sitting here screaming to the world, oh my God, I can't believe she did this, woo, 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 woo. So it gives us an unfair advantage when the woman speaks out about the relationship, because the man typically is not going to go out and defend himself unless you're out there saying some crazy lies, because we get hurt, or we peep game, or we peep a situation, or we dead some stuff, and we keep it pushing. We don't got time to be sitting here dwelling and venting and expressing to this person and this person, opposed to a woman who will literally, get done in whatever way, cut off, or, dismissed, or maybe they just separated because, again, they both just said, yeah, this ain't gonna work. They'll go and tell everybody. They'll go on social media. They'll post all these posts. And that's another thing. You see a woman posting all of these relatable posts on social media talking about some like, oh, if the man didn't appreciate you the first time, you will find better, woo woo. Or if a man doesn't do this and that, then he doesn't really love you. Whole time you was out here being the biggest, you know what, out there. You were still talking to your ex. You were still entertaining people from your past. You didn't want to align and actually be a true wife in terms of characteristics for this partner. So it's like, when you post stuff like that, women, I'm not saying y'all stupid. Some of y'all are. But y'all just look at the surface and be like, girl, he didn't deserve you. Girl, you need so much better. Girl, you need somebody that's going to boss you up. Whole time, the homegirl was the one who literally fumbled the guy because she was too busy either trying to still do what she wanted to do and not actually lock in on a relationship, or she just had other people in her ear. You got your mama voicing her opinion about things only based upon the surface level details that you spare. You don't tell the whole story. You didn't tell your mama that your dude found out you had sex with 80 plus people. Okay. And that's why he feels uncomfortable. That's why he's upset. You didn't tell your mama that your boyfriend found out you was out here being intimate with all your coworkers, right? You didn't tell your mama. You don't tell your mama who you really are. You're not telling her your whole story. You're only telling her surface level things. You make it seem like you're just so loving and caring and nurturing, and you're so supportive, and oh, I did this for him and I bought this for him and I don't know why he doesn't appreciate me. Maybe he didn't appreciate you because you didn't appreciate yourself. And he tried to give you a chance to overlook all of the things that made him feel uncomfortable. But unfortunately, you were too busy still trying to control the dynamic, and ignore all of the things that he expressed to you openly that upset him. He literally expressed these things to you. He said, whoa, hey, I peeped this. I don't like this. Can we change this? And your response is, oh, well, and why would I do that when blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, cool. You know what? I'm not going to force you to change. I'm just expressing to you things that make me feel uncomfortable. If you don't think the way that I think, that's perfectly fine. We can just separate. It's not a big deal. Well, I feel like, how do you want me to this and that and do this? When you did this and this and that. It's like, okay, hey, once again, I understand. I hear you. I'm not trying to force you to change. I'm just telling you things that make me feel uncomfortable. And I really don't want to continue to pursue a relationship if you don't feel like this is an issue. If you feel like talking to 50 other guys while you're in a relationship, committed relationship, is not a problem. Hey, that's your choice. But for me, I don't want that. And if you don't agree, we can just separate. Well, why would we separate? Hey, it's fine. Okay, you told me you did some crazy stuff in your past. I don't really like that, I don't really feel comfortable with you being my girl doing that. Oh, well, you did this. How do you have the right to expect this? Hey, you're right. You're fine. My choice, my preference. Sorry for having a preference. I'm just saying, if you don't necessarily feel like what this action was wrong, it's okay. You don't have to do anything. So I'm gonna separate myself. That's the thing. Women be so quick to try to force you to Accept them the way they are, which is what some people would say, well, that's how it should be, accept me the way that I come and this and that. But you have to be able to grow. You have to be able to respect each other. You have to be able to respect boundaries. Now, it doesn't always have to be a one-sided street, but when you're dealing with someone who's very particular and they're okay with being single, they're okay with being alone, it doesn't matter what you feel in terms of what's fair, what this should be and what this should be. If this person says they want pizza every single Sunday at 10 a.m. and you tell this person, hey, I love pizza too, but I'm not going to be able to make that pizza every single Sunday at 10 a.m. You simply don't qualify. And if you were willing to be like, man, I really like this person, I'm going to make them this pizza every day, well, every Sunday at 10 a.m. because I know it will make them happy. That's a choice. But you're also choosing to, obviously cater to the person that you're dealing with. And of course, it can be 50-50. There's going to be certain things that you don't like. There's going to be certain things that they don't like. It's going to be certain things that you prefer. It's going to be certain things that they prefer. So it's just like you got to come together. You got to work together. But if you're not willing to change at all, it's okay. That's fine. You can just move on and hope you find your perfect person. Or you have to maybe sometimes compromise a little bit in order to make your partner feel happy. That's it. No relationship is perfect, but it's crazy, again, that people run to their mom and they tell them all of this stuff. They run to their cousins, they run to their aunties, and they voice their opinions about how the relationship is failing, how he's has all these shortcomings, how he's not fulfilling this and not satisfying you here. He's not doing what you expect. I mean, it's crazy because you got these people that are literally putting bugs in your ear, telling you, girl, if it was me, I would never, you should leave him, X, Y, and Z. And guess what happens when this guy actually does leave you? Based on you being influenced by these outside people. You're going to still have these miserable people. You're taking advice and getting opinions from people who never, ever had a serious relationship. And if they did, are they still together? Why did it end? Did it end because of the same, petty bickering BS from, the same stuff they're trying to tell you? Every person is different. There's no cookie cutter when it comes to boyfriends. You might have certain similarities like, oh, girl, I've been through that too. My old dude did this. But at the same time, your old dude is not her current dude. You feel me? So you can't sit here and keep putting people into these categories thinking that it's a cookie cutter. Oh, he was talking to other women. Oh, he was doing this. Oh, he was doing this. Oh, girl, he's probably doing this, and this. So y'all are valuing these opinions from these women who never had ever had a conversation with your man at all. It would be different if they knew him, they grew up with him, they know how he is, they might have dated him in the past, whatever. Like, then you can be like, oh no, this is exactly how he is. You should move around because, it's not going to get no better. But you're taking a complete stranger to literally analyze your relationship and corrupt your mind to make you pull away from your man. And sometimes friends or women or whoever, sometimes y'all do that out of jealousy. Even sometimes if you got a guy best friend, sometimes they do that out of jealousy because they're like, man, okay, well, she's complaining about her man. Obviously, she came to me with this, so I'm just going to match her energy. Yeah, girl, leave him, low key. They want you. They plotting on you. You know what I'm saying? Or they see that your man was doing more for you than they ever had from any relationship. So they're trying to self-sabotage. Well, in that case, they're trying to make you self-sabotage your situation just because of jealousy. Just simply because of jealousy. And you have to learn to watch out for those people. That's why it's like when you're going through things with your man, you need to stop opening your mouth so much and giving people that green light and ability to talk about your relationship. This is your partner, your relationship, your love, your future, your dynamic. Stop letting other people genuinely influence you and rob you from your blessings. No relationship is perfect. Obviously, we know that. Everybody's going to go through their ups and downs. But how silly do you look listening to the chick that literally just ran through 10 dudes in 1 week trying to tell you about love? Has she ever experienced love? Has she ever been on a genuine date? What are her habits? Does she smoke? Does she drink? She's smoked out and drugged up half the time. And this is the person that you're getting insight from. And it could be your mama too. It could be your mama too. Or whoever you get your information from, your advice from, So I'm just saying, y'all are going to regret the day that you do lose out on a good man simply by listening to miserable people. Like they say, misery loves company. So stop allowing other people who are clearly miserable, because remember, these are the same people that come to you telling you about all their problems, and you're like, oh man, geez, oh wow, oh my goodness, and you're sitting here flipping the script because you need a shoulder to cry on and you need somebody to vent to, and you think that this person is giving you the best advice. Try again. It's your boy Lux. I'm out.